Alright, I think we're live. Hello guys. I know it's been a little while since I streamed. Let me get my webcam down lower. Okay. There we go, that's a bit better. Alright, so the YouTube channel I want us to look at today is ivybloom. And let me just pull up her YouTube channel. Hold on, I just want to check something real quick. Okay, we're good. I want to see if you're allowed to comment on people's YouTube shorts. I know that you can do like half. I wasn't half of a video. For it to be fair, I wasn't sure if that same reason applied to YouTube shorts because they're so short. Funny pun. I now want to kill myself. I'm joking. Okay, opening up the YouTube channel. Give me a second. Okay. We should be good. Okay, they can see my screen. Let's start with... oh, she's homeless. I want to see that.
Here's how I stay safe, homeless woman. I keep a mannequin outside my tent. From a distance, it looks like there's a man camping with me. I also place a large pair of male shoes on the outside of the tent, and I like to create a rice circle to keep away all the negative energy.
Yes, negative energy. That be who the hell believes in that?
I also place camouflage netting around the tent to make it hard.
Would you guys believe no one is living if you just put leaves on top of your tent? If there's a man standing literally right there. Honestly. And there's a frickin' circle. I mean, the leaves would look good if she didn't add all of that.
For people to spot me from a distance. I keep my phone connected to a speaker, which sets off a growling dog audio every 15 minutes.
Who the hell is getting scared by a growling dog? Unless it's big and way bigger than me. Why would you have it play every 15 minutes? That's kind of weird.
I always keep a feminine decoy tent nearby to make it look like there are multiple people camping. And if someone tries to go into the decoy tent, they'll trigger a motion detector. I also put electric warning signs on all the nearby fences.
Yeah, that's legal. I definitely don't think you can do that. Also, wait, is that electric fence or is that barbed wire? It's obviously not an electric fence, dumbass. Those are just fake.
As well as caution tape to block off any potential foot traffic. If there's
also not legal
around, I use an Aztec death whistle to try and scare them off. I also carry bear spray just in case anything happens. I know this might
seem pretty reasonable.
Excessive, but there's a lot of crazy people out there nowadays, and I'm not taking
like me. I'm kidding. And just so you guys know,
mannequin.
I do not want you to take to his channel because I don't want to get striked off the plan. So that would be nice.
Here's how I stay safe when I'm selling a car.
Bro,
First,
what?
I park the car in a busy public area and I place a set of handcuffs inside. I always bring a friend with me. And I watch from a distance until the potential buyer arrives. Once they get there, I speak with them on the phone and I give them 5 minutes to inspect the exterior of the car. If they're interested and want to continue the buying process, I open the front with my phone and I require them to put on an orange jumpsuit.
Imagine a police officer was there. It's like, hey, what are you doing at your cell? Get back in your cell, slit. I'm kidding. But no, you don't have to do this. And I'm actually pretty sure this is illegal. Somebody arrest this girl, please. God dang.
I also require the buyer to attach the handcuffs to their arms, which protects me in case they try to attack me. Once the handcuffs
What,
are
bro?
secured,
You just have to trust people. And this is why you always carry a gun. You don't have to do this. This is what we call legal. Carrying a gun, and if they try to attack, you can just shoot them. If they attack you, it's not that hard. You sensitive person.
I approach the buyer. I require that they give me their fingerprints, and I also take a picture of their ID.
Really? Actually, the ID is probably reasonable. But to have to get their fingerprints? Why do you need your fingerprint? The FBI has that. All you need to do is take a picture of their ID, probably.
I also let them know that I have someone watching. I always take them for a test drive so that they can see that the car is in working condition. And it also gives me a chance to show all the features of the car. If they're interested in buying the car, I have them sign the title as well as a release of liability. And then I place the keys to the car inside of a lockbox. I only accept cash because it protects me from being scammed. Once
Oh, and you can't get scammed from cash. I think you're less likely to get scammed if you use a check or card. Wait, can you even pay? You can just Venmo them. But no, you have to do the hard way. You could get
the buyer
scammed.
provides me with the money, I call an Uber and I get a safe distance away from them. After that, I text them the code to unlock the safe. I know this may all seem a bit excessive, but when dealing with high end transactions, you can never be too careful.
Audience. Why? Why? No! Never be too careful around you. Who wants to be around you?
I treat the spice before you treat
Nope.
Here's how I keep my best friend safe. I have her wear a discreet harness that can be attached to my body so that she.
Bro! What? No, bro! No! This is why? I'm sure this is legal if she wants. Bro, this is like a child leash. Like, is she your child at this point? Who wants to be friends with you?
We live on the road, so Evelyn really only wears the harness when we're traveling through statistically dangerous locations. Most of the times, we just wear one of these around our neck. It's a collar that sets off an alarm and vibrates if we get more than 10 feet apart from each other. I keep an air tag inside one of her shoes, as well as a paper with emergency contact information, in case something happens. Whenever
Where do y'all live? Ohio?
we're walking by men, I always make sure to put a hoodie around her waist. I don't like her using public restrooms because they're
Yeah, that's legal. You can't do that.
dangerous and extremely unsanitary. So I always have her use a pop-up
That's why they have janitor.
which allows me to be vigilant of our surroundings while she does her thing. I always do my best to look out for Evelyn's physical health too. If the UV
Well, at least
index
that's the
outside is
one
higher
good
than
thing she
20, I
does.
always make sure that she has some sunscreen on. I also sanitize all the water fountains before she drinks.
She's
and I
drinking sunscreen! Bro! What did she spray? Your lips are not touching the metal part that's in the drain. Why did you have to hand sanitize that?
public seating areas before she sits down.
At least
Yeah,
this is
it
not
may
the
seem a
most
bit
strict video.
overprotective, but I love my best friend, and I'll do anything to protect her. Here's how we stay safe at the beach as women.
Yeah, skip it.
We're looking for gamers.
Here's how we stay safe hitchhiking as women. When a driver first
Probably the
pulls,
same one.
here's how we stay safe as women living in a Cybertruck. When it's nighttime, we take down our tent from the truck. Oh yeah, I have had. Here's how I stay safe when I'm sleeping.
Bro.
I have a tripwire set up all around the exterior.
A tripwire.
I also have a couple signs letting
That's
people
reasonable.
know that my
That's
home is
reasonable.
protected with security cameras. I have a projector that plays a moving silhouette throughout the night, and I have bells attached to all my doors so that I can be aware of any movement in the house. I always make sure to keep salt near my front door because
Waste
it
of
helps
money.
to tear off any negative energies. Before getting into bed, I place a mannequin in the driver's seat of my car, and I leave the engine running throughout the night, which reduces the chance of someone approaching.
Which reduces the chance of which increases the chance of cancer. And you're spending so much money doing it. You don't need to leave the car running. You could have just done that with a speaker. Bro. No.
I sleep in the bathroom because it's very unlikely for intruders to check there. And I keep a decoy woman in the main.
So why do you have a
security
bedroom?
camera.
You sleep in the bath. You probably have so much back pain. Honestly. There's so many other ways you could do this.
Throughout my entire home. And I pay my cousin $20 to monitor the cameras from 1 to 4 a.m. Here's how I stay safe when I'm sleeping. I have a tripwire.
No.
Here's how I stay safe during package deliveries. When a delivery man first arrives to my house, they're required to place hand.
If I was your delivery driver, I wouldn't do that crap. I would just throw your packages. Hell, I would step on them. Hell no, am I putting a chain on? I'm not your slave. Hell no.
Cuffs on their arm, as well as foot covers and a face mask.
Your face. What?
They also need to wear a vibration collar as an
What am I, a dog? No!
extra safety precaution. Once
Aren't you supposed to just leave them on the porch?
that's done, I remotely unlock the front door.
I don't think you're supposed to take it inside. The Amazon driver is not supposed to go inside your house.
I monitor the entire delivery from a separate room. The delivery driver is required to step inside my home and walk to the designated drop-off area. They have 5 minutes to complete the delivery before an automatic alert.
Why does he have to open the boxes? That's your job. Honestly, I hope your next package uses a pipe bomb.
They need to open the packages and show them to the camera so that I can make sure that the delivery is correct. All the items need to be placed into the area marked with tape. If the delivery looks correct, they are required to put all the parts in.
Audience! Why does he have to crush the boxes? That's your job. He's not your slave.
To the recycling bin. If it's Wednesday or Friday, they need to take the recycling bin near the front to.
Again, that's your job, not the Amazon drivers. At least you're supposed to just drop packages, which should normally take 30 seconds to 2 minutes. It's not that hard.
Sure, it's ready for pickup. Once my doors are locked, I provide the delivery driver with a code to unlock the safe near my front door. It contains snacks and water, as well as the keys to unlock the handcuff.
The snacks look disgusting. That's the bare minimum we can do for this illegal. Like, I wouldn't even deliver your packages. Just go out in public and buy a package.
I know this might also.
Also, Amazon drivers, I'm pretty sure they interview to make sure they're not a crazy psychopath. I trust my Amazon drivers. I just don't trust how slow they are delivering my packages.
Excessive, but I'm doing everything I can to protect myself in this unpredictable world.
Oh, I'm doing everything I can to protect myself.
Gear up for back to school with a. My friend got infected by a homeless person.
What?
Today, my best friend Evelyn woke up with a strange rash on her body. I called the doctor to come over and help diagnose her, and he ended up confirming it was an allergic reaction. He also suggested she keep her distance as a precaution, just in case.
How do you get an infection from a homeless person? This is the fakest crap I've ever seen.
It was something contagious. I had her quarantined inside the living room, and we set up tubes so that I could feed her during this tough time. I provided her with blended meals and electrolyte water to keep her
That's
nourished.
not electrolytes, that's salt!
I started to suspect that the homeless person we welcomed into our house a few days ago could be the reason Evelyn got sick. I deep cleaned the house with an antibacterial solution, and I covered everything in the house with a
How does she go to the bathroom? Also, this is excessive.
protective layer to minimize any risk in case she was contagious. Later that night, the rash seemed to have gotten worse. I was starting to get really worried, and Evelyn begged me to help heal her with a holistic approach. So I decided to do an elemental cleanse in our backyard. I had Evelyn lay inside a crate, and then I poured fresh goat milk inside, which contained
Food waster!
moisturizing properties to help alleviate her itchiness. I
Ew.
put some black salt to help draw out any negative energy from her body, and then I poured
Negative
honey and
energies.
tapped her with some parsley to help cleanse her aura.
Aura, I got your order right here. Oh, I'm sorry, that was cringe.
Despite her condition, Evelyn remained optimistic and fearless. I'm sure she'll be better in no time.
Wait, didn't they say to keep your
Infected by a
distance?
homeless person.
I hope you
Today,
get infected.
My best friend. Here's how I stay safe during
Oh,
food
no.
deliveries. I
Not
pour
again.
powder along my entire driveway so that when a delivery driver first arrives to my house, I can capture their footprint.
I hope they spin your food.
Ask them to secure handcuffs onto their leg and keep them attached through the entire delivery process so that I can avoid any risk of being attacked. I always use fake names on my orders, and I place a mannequin within view. I also double check to make sure all the doors are locked. I require the driver to show me a picture of their ID, and I also ask
Don't they show the ID on the DoorDash app?
them to provide fingerprints for identification purposes. I use a drone to capture pictures of their license plate, and I set off a growling dog audio while I run a background check on the food delivery driver. If they seem trustworthy, I proceed with the delivery.
How long do you think this take? I would just leave the food on the porch and fucking go. Honestly.
But I always remain alert and prepared. I double check the food to ensure it hasn't been tampered with, and then I provide the delivery driver with a nice tip, as well as a key to unlock the handcuffs. I always follow their car with.
Nah, you would have to pay me a $200,000 bill for me to do that.
I know all of this.
If you're going to commit to an inspo.
I require all my guests to eat off the floor.
What? No!
My name is ivybloom, and these are my house rules. When a guest first arrives to my house, I provide them with sanitized satin clothing, which they're required to wear before stepping into my home. Guests are required to put all their belongings into a bag. I vacuum seal the bag and place it by the front door, and it can't be opened until the guest leaves my home.
Why are you not allowed to have your phone? What? You worried I'm gonna call the cops on you? Are you worried? Why can't they have their phone?
Also require guests to immediately sanitize anything they touch, such as door handles and surfaces. And I keep sanitizing stations throughout my entire house so that sanitizing is always easy and accessible. Guests are also required to place down a satin cloth anywhere they sit. I have an area in my house that's designated for eating. Before stepping inside, guests are required to wear foot covers. Everyone is required to eat off the floor because glassware and porcelain develop micro scratches over time that can harm.
You buy new plates after they get micro scratches. You can also buy plastic plates plates. Or get paper plates.
For dangerous bacteria. I don't use disposable tableware either.
Oh,
It's really
dangerous.
bad for
And this isn't disgusting.
environment and affects ecosystems. My guests don't mind the rules. They actually enjoy how it keeps them connected to their primal instincts. And I make sure to thoroughly clean the floor.
They even drink off the floor. This is disgusting. And way more unsanitary. Like, screw it. I'll get the cancer from the plate. I don't want to eat off the floor.
After every use, creating a much cleaner and safer environment for eating. I require all my guests to eat off the
One more
Here's
video.
how I get out of tickets when I get pulled over. I keep an urn inside my car so that I can make the cop feel bad by saying that my
The cop doesn't give a fuck about your dead grandpa.
husband recently passed away. I always wear a fake BBO when I'm driving, as well as a fake pregnancy belly, because sometimes
That's what we call illegal and bribing.
the extra pop can work wonders. I make sure to keep all my windows open, and I make sure to keep my hands in visible sight. I keep a variety of different law enforcement decals on my car, as well as some decorations on the inside so that I can mention that I have police officers in my
The cop
family.
doesn't
I
give a
always make sure
fuck.
to slightly touch the officer's hand when I hand over my documents, and I try to maintain a proper amount of saddened eye contact. If these methods
You
don't
just want her to subscribe to your OF. Oh yes, Adia. She also does OF. Disgusting!
work and I notice a police officer leaving to write me a ticket, I have no choice but to go to my last resort. I pretend that my water broke and I let out some screams begging the officer to let me drive to the hospital immediately.
What if he delivers baby? You are so screwed.
I've been utilizing these methods for the past couple of years and they have never failed to work. I know this all might seem a bit excessive, but I'm living paycheck to paycheck.
You just rely on your OnlyFans because no one's paying for your OnlyFans. Alright, audience, that's good deal for this video. If you liked it, please subscribe and like. We'll try to get to 10 subs. And thanks for the watch. Again, don't send hate to our channel. So, bye.